So I just found out that I'm not hot, and this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either, and I can't do it. It can't be done. I'm in hell. I've tried for days, texting every man I know. Can you please come help me move this heavy thing? It's a piece of granite, by the way. I think we can use that as a gauge. Number 1, can you get a group of men to help you move a heavy object from point A to point B? Number 2, how far can you get them to move it? Because what I need is a piece of granite moved about 15 feet. Cannot gather 4 men to do that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to be hungover that day. Oh, I can't. Football is on. Wah! Number 1, they don't make men like they used to, because how come nobody wants to be helpful? Little helpless old me? You want me to pick up the granite slab? Why? You're not being helpful. Number 2, I need to level up.
I'm sorry, but this is not telling of how hot you are. This is telling of how many men that you've placed in your friend zone. And it sounds like they all exited themselves without you even realizing. Because if you think that men are just going to give all of that effort, all of that time just because you're attractive and you're literally just sitting there and you're not reciprocating anything back, they are over that. They would rather have a true friend that they're putting effort towards, or they'd rather have somebody that's wanting to be in a real relationship with them. It's that simple. Stop trying to expect things from men when you're giving them literally nothing back.
Who's the problem in this situation?
I said I wouldn't talk about my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening. And I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad. Because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing.
She sounds desensitized.
Like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all, because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore. I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them, because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again just feels like work every time I go on a date. It feels like so hard.
I don't know what her problem is.
And for Valentine's Day, I'm going up to random couples and I'm gonna say, so this is why you couldn't text me back, and just dramatically walk away.
Fellas, they are not playing fair. Now, whether she's telling the truth or not is neither here nor there. You gotta take everything they say online as a threat, because the last thing you want to do is take this lightly and the shit actually happens to you. But in the case that it does, no matter what happens, the best thing you can ever do in a situation like that is keep your cool. Turn to the woman you're with, politely but confidently explain that you have no idea what this woman is talking about and you have never seen her a day in your life. Hell, if you need to, please refer her to my video. This just might help her get a better understanding. And not only that, please challenge in which the way the situation actually happened. This will in fact not be an easy situation to diffuse. However, it is doable. And if you have a level-headed woman on your arm, she'll hear you out. And for anyone that supports this woman in the video, when you get dragged, don't say nothing. Don't come online complaining to us, because we don't want to hear it. Y'all keep the change.
Like, men are the perfect example of, I'm gonna let you do what you want to do so I can see what you better. They will stand by. They will let you do all the things that you think are right. They are not gonna coerce you. They are not going to tell you how to act. They're not gonna tell you what they think you should do. They're gonna stand by and let you do everything that you think you should be doing. They're not going to say nothing, but in their mind, they're watching everything that you thinking that, oh, I ain't did nothing wrong the whole time. They're tallying up everything that you're doing, and they're putting it into a category. Men know. They know right away, pretty early, if they're going to marry you. They know pretty early if they're going to treat you like a whore. They know pretty early, based on your actions, how they are going to treat you. They will spend money on you. They will sleep with you until they are done with you. But in their mind, they know that they will never marry you. They just aren't going to tell you that.
Being pretty don't even ensure that you will get a ring. Men don't marry looks. We have sweet looks. Men marry behavior. Your behavior determines whether you get the ring or not the looks. Halle Berry is beautiful. Kim Kardashian is beautiful to a lot of people. There's a slew of women that have the money and the fame, but they cannot keep. We marry behavior. So if you are not even proficient at the things that are intrinsically important to a man, you can't be high value because your money ain't intrinsically important to us. You being soft is. You anticipating what we need and providing that without us having to prompt you or ask you, that's important. Not knowing your worth.
Men want to date single mothers.
You know, a lot of men, you know, this has gone on for a while. A lot of men have dated single mothers and they've learned a lot of things the hard way. So when a man is weighing whether or not he wants to seriously date and try to get involved with a single woman, he has to say, how much risk is in this for me? And for the man, there's a lot of risk. Okay. So the man is trying to form a relationship with the woman. He's trying to form a relationship with her kids. All right. If things don't go well, he not only loses the woman he was trying to build a relationship with, he loses her kids. Okay. Let's imagine things do go well. The woman, when she starts out, she's got kids and she's got a new man. Who's her loyalty to?
Well, the kids.
Okay. The kids have a mommy who's got a new guy. Who is their loyalty to?
Their mommy.
Okay, right. So now this man is in a relationship with 2 or 3 new people, and none of them,
sometimes more.
He's the priority for none of them. But he's supposed to make all of them his priority. See, it's already unbalanced. And then if their daddy is involved and is still alive, that's another factor that doesn't look like it's going to be a win for this guy.
Yeah. But I mean, there are some women who say, you know, my children are well behaved, you know, and they've seen situations where a man has come in, the woman's gotten remarried, and it's been successful. You know, my children are well behaved. I'm not like some, you know, the baby daddy that's hanging around. There's nothing to worry about with regard to that. I mean, it can work. It
can work, and there are relationships where it does work. But there's a lot more of them, unfortunately, where it doesn't work at all. And when it goes bad spectacularly. And see, the man who is willing to try a relationship like this, he has a big heart. That means he's full of love, right?
Yeah.
When it crashes and burns, guess who gets their heart broken?
The dad.
Exactly.
The new dad.
Exactly. So for most guys, in this year, 2025, it is a thanks but no thanks.
But if that man asks you to stop doing that he don't like, why would you continue? That's one of the quickest ways to lose him. You didn't take that man's feelings into consideration, and now he's gone. Okay? It's not like he was asking for the world. He was asking for the most simple, and you couldn't provide. Okay, y'all females really got to learn how to start taking accountability. And the fact that you know what you was doing was wrong, you know now. And you still ain't taking no type of accountability. Get it together. All the way together.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
Well, I feel like there should be like a minimum, but not a most. If you want to go, you know, beyond, that's on you, but like a minimum. I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200, a minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence.
What, aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah, because
minimum.
Because you invited me out.
Just because you have to do your makeup.
Because I have to. Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300. My makeup, you know, not included. So if I have to spend, you know, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm gonna use these products.
Who are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm going to use these products and I'm going to show up because it's not like I'm going to show up in sweats.
The man doesn't owe you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
How about you just come over and drink wine and let's watch Netflix?
I'm not your friend. I'm not, no.
You know, women are out here talking about, well, you know, it's got to be that I'm ugly. People aren't doing anything. That's what they think. And it gets down into their very psyche. They think, well, I must not be pretty enough if men aren't doing anything for me. No, men are tired of your crap. Y'all are thinking that beauty is y'all are placing beauty too high on, I think somebody referred to it as social currency. Like, y'all think that when it comes down to it, social currency actually means something. Well, she's pretty, so she got us in the door. Oh, I can use it for this. I can use it for that. I can use it for, and I get modern women. You have to understand your beauty. Think of your beauty as like a promo code, and promo codes only last for a season, right? Now, you might have a promo code that you use and it might work for a week, right? Black Friday sale, use code X, Y, and Z, and that'll work during the Christmas holidays, but it's not going to work all year. And they might bring it back again the next one. Throughout that time, stores have to figure out what other codes to use. They have to figure out what other sales to have, how to sell their product. Modern women are thinking, okay, I'm getting a lot of men on the Black Friday sale. But then throughout the year, they don't realize I'm being replaced with other women. I'm being replaced. Every year, why am I getting an influx of men now? You're a Black Friday sale. You're a Cyber Monday sale. So you're getting an influx of people that want to talk to you. But throughout the year, because, you know, the sale is over, you're of no use now. You're of no value now. You find another code to use. You find another woman to use. You are not it. Instead of finding a good man, you found Chad and Tyrone. Chad and Tyrone go find other ladies.
This chick says she ain't embarrassed about nothing.
That who was on here and said that nothing is embarrassing when you hot, she ate, I fear. I was talking to somebody the other day and we were talking about dating, and I was like, yeah, because, you know, I'm single and I date a lot. Like, I go on a lot of dates. And the conversation then led to how I don't have a car. Like, I don't drive at all. I don't have a license. And she was like, oh, you don't think it's like weird when you tell guys like you don't have a car? And I'm like, no. Why would it be weird? She's like, you're not like embarrassed? And I'm like, I quite literally am never embarrassed about anything. I take public transportation. A lot of people on people who take the bus and that, which I don't understand why, because it's eco-friendly, it's cheap, it's there for a reason, it's pretty reliable. I will take the bus forever. My grandmother never drove. She took the bus. I don't care about stuff like that. And she was like, I just feel like men judge you for stuff like that. And I'm like, I am fine as I am fine as if anything, a man is going to judge himself for not making enough money to buy me a car if he sees me on the bus. Like, I don't have to worry about men having negative connotations with anything that I do. I also don't have a job. I don't work. A man has never brought up the fact that I don't work. He's never had concerns about me not working, because all the men that I date already know I'm fine as and they know that they gotta figure it out to make me happy, knowing I don't drive and I don't have a job. That's just like the realities of it. Like, I don't feel embarrassed about anything, because I'm never feeling like you're gonna look at me and think anything negatively about me. Like, you're just happy that I'm here.
Now, this chick just said an awful lot, but to be honest with you, I ain't mad at her, because there are men out there, you know, men with money who love women like this. Women who depend on them for everything. They don't want that woman to have anything going on. They want that woman to be 100% dependent on them. Now, the thing is, those men are hard to find because they're not everywhere, but those men do exist. And if that's what she's been dealing with, more power to her. She looks like she's pretty young. She might still be in her 20s. And if that's the case, she got a little time before things start to change. I just think it's crazy how some women don't have any shame about their situation. Like, that just didn't bother her at all to come online and tell everybody she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have any plans on getting a job or a car. Like I said, there are men out there who love women like this, and all she can do is cross her fingers and hope she meets one. I will say it's going to be a lot harder to meet that rich man on a bus, so you may struggle with that. But to me and a lot of other men out there, this woman is a walking red flag. And based on how she's talking in this video, there's nothing about her that makes me think she's the type of woman that wants to take care of a man. I'm pretty sure she wants to be taken care of, but I just can't see her taking care of a man. I just can't see that. I could be wrong about that, but good luck to any man who ends up with that. And just know, fellas, there's a lot more of these women walking around. She's just being honest about it up front, which I can appreciate. Anyway, leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.
Playing stupid when your man wants to divorce and I don't know why I'm the victim. It must be another woman.
You ain't fooling nobody. I'm a chick too.
I was been scrolling through TikTok last night and I can hear a woman. And I hear, we've been together for 30 years. We're a week from moving into our retirement house that we built. Everything's paid off. Like, he hit me with, I want a divorce. I don't
I'm in shock. I've never been in shock. I begged, I pleaded, I screamed, I cried, and he wants nothing to do with me. Can you imagine if you built this whole ass life together, everything's paid off, you're retired? You built your dream house and he wants to leave you. I can tell you right now what she did. I want this, I want that, bitch. That's what the you did. You didn't give a fuck about his burdens. You didn't give a fuck about his feelings. You complained, you whined, and you drove the man up a tree to the point where he had no way out. Women will divorce you for next to nothing. When a man puts a ring on your finger, he loves you more than anything in the world. It is unconditional. For a man to ask for a divorce, you had to have put that man through something.
I spoke to my wife, and she said that you guys are not going to be able to do the wax on my daughter.
So we can do it. We're not denying her like wax and stuff. I know she needs to get done for competition and stuff, but we don't have anyone available to like do it.
Okay, but it's you. You ain't Pete. You gay. We fool with you. We cool with you. You know, it's you.
Okay, I get that and stuff. But she's under 21. Like that's my thing. I don't wax anybody under 21 and stuff. She's 15, and all the other girls can see her, just not today.
But why is he forcing
the
him?
competition is in a couple of days, and she needs it done.
Come back tomorrow.
And we've already booked. You know, we got the sale, the 30% off.
Yeah.
That's definitely what made us go ahead and lock that in.
Okay, I was telling your wife that European Wax can see her.
Oh.
Like it's down the street.
But what's the problem? I'm giving you consent for it.
No, I don't feel comfortable waxing your daughter. It's because she's under 21.
Right.
And I get that.
Why is he forcing him?
You know, gymnasts and athletes and stuff need to like, you know, get wax on there, so no risk of bacteria and all that. But I won't be able to do it. I just don't feel comfortable.
Right.
That's understandable, but
What does he see saying both?
Feminism as a dismantling of patriarchy is not possible because you're appealing to the very thing you're trying to dismantle always to dismantle it.
But it's also interesting because when I think about political movements throughout history in this country that have been super effective, they've done so through social organization, protests, political pressure, cultural influence, things that have nothing to do with force. Because like those are appealing to the government, the people in power.
And what does the government use?
The government has access to force, but these movements have still been successful.
Because men have allowed them to be. But in places where men don't allow them to be, they're not. Can I give you the entirety of the Middle East and Asia? What happens to your little political movements there?
Well, I'm talking about what happening in this country.
What happens to your little political movements in Afghanistan? Right. To your little political movements with the holding of the little sign saying, I don't want to wear this really hot burqa in the 100-degree sun, and they come out and cut their head off? How do they do over there? They don't do so good. How come? It's because men allow you to keep those signs up. Men allow you to protest. Men are the ones who give the allowance for you to do anything on planet Earth. And my proof is half of planet Earth where men said, no, f that. And you know what women can do about it? Nothing. They can't do anything about it.
When you demand a billionaire from a guy that does not think that it's possible and that you're wrong for even wanting to go there, you can't say be a billionaire and then say, when is enough and when are you going to come home and hold my hand and turn off your electronics so we can watch Netflix? When it takes, you want to be a billionaire, you got to reach a lot of people. You got to exchange your products and services. You got to get known. Money follows attention. Look at everybody on Forbes. You know who they are because they've done something big.
How did you even put this into motion if this is the conversation that's happening?
Well, I had to freaking rework the thing and say, look, I don't need to be me. And if you don't know that by now, shame on you. Like, get real. It's me. I'm freaking the homegirl from New Orleans. I don't need Chanel. I don't need nothing to be me. I'm me. I know who I am. Now, let's talk about you, Grant. Let's talk about you not living up to your potential, depriving people of the help from your products and services because you're too much of a small mind to think that you can. You want to deprive those people of you because you don't have the audacity to go for it? So what if it's impossible? Go for it. Why aren't you the giants? Why is that person the giant?
You plugged it in?
Yeah, I plugged it in. Look.
You did plug it in?
Yes, and nothing's happening.
What are we gonna do?
Will you help me take the lights down?
Why don't you just plug it in the wall?
What do you mean plug it in the wall? It's plugged in!
It's plugged into the wall where the electricity runs.
Well, I don't even know where the plug for the wall would be.
Right there?
Right where?
Right there?
Right where?
What? The plug-in for the electricity.
Yeah, but where's the cord to the wall?
You plugged it into that. Ta-da!
The lights work.
This food looks so good. Oh my god.
You ever get off your phone?
I was just trying to make the video.
The man was not afraid to ask the bold question, and I don't blame him because I think he's valid in asking this if she's been on her phone on the first date. When the whole purpose of a first date is for him to show interest in you, he's taken you on this date. He's planned it. He's put in effort. He's put in resources, and there you are sitting on your phone and you're not getting to know him. And I think that man is fully justified in speaking out against that because it really is just rude. And there you are on a screen collecting content for your social media. I mean, it's one thing to be in a relationship and do this because yes, I will take photos of my food. I love doing that and I will post it on my stories on Instagram. But would I have ever done that on a first date? Absolutely not. I don't think I had my phone out for 1 second on my first date with my husband. So if you're on a first date with a woman and she does this, just call it a day. Wrap it up. Call her out if you want to or not. But just know that this is not going to be worth your time.
You know, modern women, they sit up there in the car and they cry and scream, I've gone along with accomplished men. I'm having so much trouble. Why is dating so hard? That's what people keep on trying to tell you. When you sitting up in there, stop listening to these stupid, dodo-brained modern women that tell you, leave the good guy. You leave the good. I mean, what do you think this is going to be? You thought you were going to just sit up and take it easy and chill out and a man just going to come to me and it's going to be my happily ever after? It's going to be my dream man, rich, successful, fine, all these other things, and only caters to me. He's just going to run up on a white horse. This man has had to work. He's got to work. Why do you think that man's going to stop working to come chase you around? Ring around the rosy type stupid stuff. Why do you think he's going to do that? When in his schedule does he have time to do that? Do you want to go out with me? No, I don't know. And you say I don't know for 4 months. You think that man's gonna keep on chasing you? A lot of men at that level, they're very direct. They need answers. I don't have time to mess around. I got money to make. They're very serious. Your best bet, and you're not gonna like to hear it, your best bet is to be with an average man. That man's gonna come home from work. He's gonna go do the things that you want him to do and try to be a good husband to you. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't really understand how good you got it. A normal, everyday, average, regular guy is going to try to make himself available. Regardless of if he's working, he's got to pull overtime and stuff until he's physically exhausted and cannot do it. He's going to try to do the best for you. But the man who makes a lot of money, that man don't have to make no time for you. That man could be a jerk to you and send you packing. Send you right on back down there to the regular, normal, average, everyday man that you should have been with in the first place. You're not that special. I'm meeting these men here. I'm meeting these men there. And I just feel like there's nothing special about me. Bingo. So stop messing around and try to find you somebody that's going to make you happy.
When a woman is truly in love with you, she adjusts to you. Her tone will soften, her attitude will shift, and her behavior self-corrects because she cares. When she's not in love, she challenges everything. Every request you have becomes an argument. Every concern you have becomes, oh, that is just your insecurity. And every flaw that she displays gets defended as what? Oh, this is just who I am. No, those lines do not mean confidence. It means indifference. Love does not demand acceptance of disrespect. Hear that again. Love does not demand acceptance of disrespect. Love creates awareness, it creates restraint, and it also creates effort. Women also change for desire, and desire cannot be negotiated, argued, or begged for. A woman who values you does not need ultimatums. She notices what hurts you and fixes it on her own. A woman who doesn't value you will tell you just to deal with it or suck it up. Pay close attention to accountability. If she refuses it, deflects it, or turns every conversation into a power struggle, she's already halfway out the door. This is not about men versus women. This is basic human behavior. People improve for what they fear losing, not what they feel entitled to. So if you are constantly explaining yourself, lowering your standards, or swallowing the disrespect just to keep the peace, understand this clearly. Peace without respect is just a slow, eroding abandonment. So put your foot down and put her in her place when you need to.
Like, my parents didn't let me have a Snapchat or something for very valid reasons, but I sat there and I
argued with them about it
for hours about everything.
Yeah, I'm not tolerating that.
Coming from somebody where I was raised and I had a flip phone until the age of 16, I wish my parents did not give me an iPhone. I wish I did not have any kind of social media access, because on some real I probably would not be in the career I'm in. And if you guys are like honestly thinking that you should be proud of what we're doing long term, that's not something that we should honestly be proud of as women. And I'm honestly just so sick and tired of hearing you guys make excuses, because like, as somebody who's in this industry and who's been in it for as long as I have been, there have been times that I have quit. But yeah, the money is good. I didn't come from money. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work my off. When I can retire, I'm gonna retire. Do I know what I'm doing is wrong? 100%. But I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it and think, oh, well, my parents should just let me do whatever the f I want. No, they shouldn't. They should be parents until the age of 18, and then if you want to go do whatever the f you want, they have the complete option to disown you or set boundaries.
Like, my parents didn't let me have a Snapchat or something for very valid reasons, but I sat there and I
argued with them about it
for hours about everything.
Yeah, I'm not tolerating that.
Coming from somebody where I was raised and I had a flip phone until the age of 16, I wish my parents did not give me an iPhone. I wish I did not have any kind of social media access, because on some real I probably would not be in the career I'm in. And if you guys are like honestly thinking that you should be proud of what we're doing long term, that's not something that we should honestly be proud of as women. And I'm honestly just so sick and tired of hearing you guys make excuses, because like, as somebody who's in this industry and who's been in it for as long as I have been, there have been times that I have quit. But yeah, the money is good. I didn't come from money. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna work my off. When I can retire, I'm gonna retire. Do I know what I'm doing is wrong? 100%. But I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it and think, oh, well, my parents should just let me do whatever the f I want. No, they shouldn't. They should be parents until the age of 18, and then if you want to go do whatever the f you want, they have the complete option to disown you or set boundaries.
This is just a friendly reminder. There is no such thing as a woman's soft side being activated because now you're paying all her bills. Being soft and feminine is a woman's most natural and most powerful state. It's not a subscription that you must pay for in order to experience it. I know they've worked overtime marketing this to us men, but I'm here to tell you that don't work. The only thing that can make a woman submissive is if she actually wants to be there for you. Simple and plain. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of looks. There's no amount of clout. There's no amount of anything. It's just her sole decision. And don't allow them to trick you and make you believe that they're in survival mode. That's why they're so aggressive or disrespectful towards you. That's cap. It doesn't cost anything for someone to be a decent person to you, especially while being in a relationship when you actually think about it. That's her obligation, because why are you in a relationship if you don't plan on being a pleasant person to be around? But even with all that I just said, I know you ain't gonna listen to what I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Things like weight, how people look, we can adjust things like that. And height is just not important. People really act like they are fending for themselves in the Amazon, and you need a big burly man to be protecting you from all of the wild orangutans that are out to get you. You know that's not true. Stop talking about it's biology. It's just a biological need. A lot of things are biology that you do not do, like keeping your weight regulated. That's biology. It's a biological imperative for you to have a regulated weight. I didn't want to talk about this today. It's a biological imperative for you to do quite a few things that you don't do. But all of a sudden, the biological imperative for you to have a 6 foot up man is now very important. The biological imperative for you to exercise. How about that? We never talk about these things, these biological needs. But you got a biological need for a 6'2" man.
Let me show you how dumb you sound. Because I don't mind telling women that they're dumb. You're pretty, but you're dumb.
I'm not dumb, my love. I have a 4.0 GPA. I have a double major. I speak 6 languages.
And you're not using it.
I'm using it. I'm just saying.
You do
the
soccer
truth.
and you went to nightlife.
Look, I went to a prestigious university, but I'm not going to throw that in anyone's face. But like, you're not intelligent, okay? I'm just going to be very honest with you here.
I am intelligent. Everyone out there knows.
You can't critically think because you're making an argument for the 10% statistically insignificant, which is a low IQ move.
You can see all my awards that I won in college as unique 6 language speaker.
But here's the thing, like, are you crying?
Yes, I am.
Bruh. Chris. This thing is an. What are you crying for, man?
Mo.
Bro, so no one's ever told her she's dumb or what? Like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know.
Listen, man, you know, life is tough.
For
real. Nice.
You still play
Honestly, she needs this. She needs this.
Yo, the music's so good.
She needs this, bro. Like, she needs this reality check. Like, she's trying to make an argument for the 10%. That's retarded.
Cut the music, man.
Why are you saying I'm stupid if you don't know me?
I don't have to know you to say that what you said is stupid.
I
That
have
was very
friends and
stupid.
you don't have friends. I'm sorry. Like, if I have male friends, it's because they're my fucking friends. Like, what's the problem?
You're making an argument for the 10%.
It doesn't matter. And you're
really
making
does.
an argument of 90%.
Yeah, that matters. That matters.
Okay, this matters. I didn't say it doesn't matter or it matters. I just say a fact, and that's it.
That's
That's
not a
all
fact.
about it.
Okay. Hey, man, you're still dumb.
Ladies, let's remember that victimhood and womanhood are not synonymous. Just because you think about yourself as the victim of your story in your life and you've had some things happen to you because you're a woman does not mean that all women think of themselves as victims. Take me, for example. I do not think about myself as a victim of the patriarchy, of systematic oppression, of any of that. I have a very great life. I have been very blessed. And if anything, I have seen my brothers go through more hardships by being black men than I have seen as being a black woman. And that's just my opinion. You are allowed to have your opinion and think that you are oppressed because you are a woman. Some women are oppressed because they're women. That's you. But that doesn't mean every woman has to identify with that. That doesn't mean that all women everywhere are oppressed, whether they think it or not, and women in society in general. Stop speaking for everybody. You can't speak for everybody. You can't speak for women like me. I don't identify with that. So just remember that when you're stating your opinion, it is your opinion, but I also have mine. You can be oppressed by the patriarchy. I'm not. To each their own.
Mire la combinación que ellos tienen en mi casa. En mi casa. ¿Arreglando qué? ¿Arreglando qué? ¿Tú no ves que este apartamento nuevo? Este apartamento nuevo. Míralo ahí, este apartamento nuevo. Aquí no hay nada que arreglar. Aquí está todo nuevo. Original. Ya, sí, mira eso. Sal de ahí que yo te voy a decir a ti, mira eso ahora mismo. Yo te voy a decir, mira eso ahora mismo. Salme. Salme, que tengo la sangre caliente. Te voy a dar dos para que salga. No va a salir. No va a salir. No va a salir. Sal, muévelo. Sácamelo tú de ahí. Sácamelo de ahí. Sácamelo, Salatana. Sácamelo de ahí. Salme de ahí. Está bien. Siéntate bien. Siéntate bien. Güey, se me sienta uno ahí, uno ahí. Güey, se me sienta uno ahí, uno ahí. Se me sienta ahí. Siéntate. Ponga la silla para acá. Siéntate tú, ven. Siéntate, coño. Siéntate, porque te dije que te sientes. ¿Por qué te dije que te sientes? ¿Por qué te dije que te sientes? ¿Qué fue lo que tú le dijiste a ella?
And you know, it's always good to hear somebody that takes accountability for the stuff that they're doing. I think there was one lady saying, listen, I wish my parents would have had a tighter hold on me having social media, Snapchat. I know you was arguing with your parents. They said not for you not to have Snapchat, and they were doing that for a reason. A lot of times that's what parents are doing. There's a lot of stuff on Snapchat that you're doing. We've already read about it. We've already heard about it. We don't want you getting mixed up in that. But modern women, a lot of time, well, kids in general, to be honest with you, kids in general are so hard-headed that they just have to get into something. And now you're down the road and you're saying, well, now I'm doing OF, right? And she's saying, well, you know, I'm only doing it because the money's good. But do I know it's wrong? 100%. So there's no need for us to sit up on this show saying, oh, this is right, and fighting to defend it. Just say, yeah, it's wrong. I shouldn't be doing it. But it's money. It's set me up. And, maybe one day when I get enough money, I'll quit. But this is why I'm doing it for. Some of these women, they're doing it for the love of the game, and they want everybody to accept the nonsense. And honestly and truly, when they find a man that they actually like, and she's like, well, I kind of do, adult content for a living. No, I'm not interested in that. But, nice to have a dinner with you. You're a nice person. Oh man, why aren't you seeing me for the content of my character? I do. I said you're a nice person. But with the decisions that you made, I really don't rock with that. So I'm not cool with that. Modern women show no kind of self-awareness. That's the biggest thing. They show no kind of self-awareness to say, well, maybe, a man is not really going to like this. They don't care about that. They just care about how they feel and what they're getting out of it.
I don't think men and women can or should be friends. I think it's a very bad idea. The point is to get behind enemy lines so we can learn the other gender better. But that's not what be happening at all. We just traumatize each other. I was with my homegirl the other day. She tells me, Kyron, I'm about to break up with my boyfriend. I like her boyfriend. So I'm like, why you want to break up with your boyfriend? She goes, I fell out of love with him. Then I was like, I seen y'all a month ago. When'd you fall out of love? This woman looked me in the eyes with a straight face and she said, 2.5 years ago. Huh? You mean 913 days? And mind you, they got a dog. They live together. So I look at her and I go, what's up with you? And then she goes, it's not just me. A lot of girls go through this. They do? Really? This normal for y'all? Men don't do stuff like this. Men will cousin in the Pontiac in a Walmart parking lot. We'll do that. But we not buying the dog and then signing a 12-month lease with someone that we hate. I can't hear like that, then just go back into the world optimistic. My homegirl is the reason I'll never want to date again. 913 days.
What is this? I'm his girlfriend. I can't believe you're cheating on me.
How did you know I was here?
I tracked you on your phone.
That's such an invasion of my privacy.
We've been dating for 2 years and you're doing this?
You're being crazy right now. Like, this is so not okay.
Do you think I made a bad choice by tracking him?
But I would have done the same thing. Here. I'm just gonna tell you something. She's not crazy for tracking you. She didn't trust you because you're here with another woman. That's why. He's obviously not a great guy. So honestly, don't feel bad.
Now watch what'll happen if the cheating victim is a man.
Who's this?
What are you doing here?
I'm her boyfriend. I've been dating her for 2 years. We talked about marriage. Now
Bradley, how did you find me?
I tracked your phone.
Are you serious?
You're cheating on me.
Girl, you be with whoever you want. If you're tracked, that's a criminal offense. If you're being tracked, call the police about that. You can certainly have whatever emotions you have, but you don't have the right to track a human being. I call 911.
I'm gonna preface this by stating I don't condone cheating of any kind. I keep seeing, though, that they say that women who cheat and they don't get caught is because they're more sneaky, but that's not the case. When a man cheats, right, the woman he's cheating on his woman with is the side piece. She knows her place in the beginning, right? But when her emotions get involved and she realizes that she doesn't want to be a side piece no more, she wants to be the main chick, what does she do? She tell him, oh, if you don't go and tell your girl, I'm gonna tell her myself. And then she goes up to his girl as a woman, hoping that they'll break up and she could be the main chick. Her emotions got involved. When a woman cheats, she's cheating with another man. A man smart, they know that they're not going to wife that, because in the back of their head, if she's cheating on her man this good and he has no idea, what's she going to do with me? Women are a little bit more slow than men, so women accept a lot of things that a man's not going to accept. He knows that that's another man's wife. He's just going to pipe her down and go to home. Am I wrong? That's why they don't get. Here's a double standard that I don't like. Okay, if a man tells you he doesn't want to have a baby, right, and you tell him that you'll do everything in your power not to have a baby because he's telling you as a man he's not financially ready, he's not mentally ready, in no way, shape, or form he's ready to have a baby. But then you take it upon yourself because you end up falling in love and having, feelings for him. You decide that you still want to get pregnant. Now, when you get pregnant, you tell him I'm pregnant, and you want him all of a sudden to change the narrative because that's something that you did to yourself. The problem is women listen to respond and not listen to understand. If he's telling you that he's not financially ready and you decide to keep the baby and he tells you he wants nothing to do with it, at that point you are going to be a single mom, and that's kind of what you deserve, because you don't get to dictate somebody else's movements in life based off of your emotion. And that's what you females do. And that's a prime example of what I try to say in my videos. I don't go against women, I go against bitter women. You're not allowed to hold somebody hostage because of your feelings. Tighten the up.
The club is not a place for women in relationships. And this is why I say that, right? Fellas, we go to the club. We know why we go to the club. So, are you going to let your woman be in that situation every day, every night? You feel me? And you have to think about this too. And if your woman is always in the club, what is she looking for? She could dance at home. She could listen to music at home. She can hang out with her friends at home. But the club is a player's playground. Straight up. So if your woman in there more than she's supposed to be, and only time I would allow a girl that's in a relationship to go to the club is if it's one of her friends' birthdays or they might be celebrating something. But to be there every night, that's not what it is at all.
Yeah, moving. What? Need a pull or push? If you can. Or a lift? I don't know what to do. More. 1, 2.
Brandon? Brandon?
What?
Brandon, Jesus Christ.
That man knew by the first step that he was in it alone. He was carrying all of the weight. And that is a man that even when life is crushing down on him, or literally a fridge, he will figure it out. And his wife will be left asking, where the heck are you? Where have you been? Where are you?
My 2026 strict program list, I will not be explaining or elaborating any further. With that being said, here we go. If you got more than one kid, cut. If you got more than one baby dad, cut. If your baby dad is crazy, cut. You will not be getting me shot. You had a baby with that psychopath. Let him you. If you sell content, cut. I will not be with a woman whose booty hole is accessible for $4.99 a month. Cut. If you say stuff like, I don't date men who don't help me, cut. If your feet are ugly, cut. If you don't cook, cut. If you don't like physical affection, cut. If you don't believe in reciprocity, cut. If you ever say I'm just a girl for like serious stuff, not cute stuff, cut. If you're a beggar, cut. Don't make everything due as soon as you meet me. You was paying the bills before me, paying while you're with me. Cut. If you listen to the Sprinkle Lady or Drew Alfuelo, cut. I'm a stand-up comedian, so if you don't think I'm funny at all, cut. If you never come to a show, cut. If you're abstinent or celibate, I respect your decision, but cut. If you don't give Gok 3000 or that huck to, cut. If you're a mean girl, a bully, or you're just angry all the time, cut. If you think being mean is sexy and somehow cute and I'm supposed to like that, cut. If you're the type of person that doesn't know how to accept being treated right, every time I try to do something nice for you, you make it seem like it's weird or wrong, cut. If you self-sabotage, cut. Bitch, you will not be starting arguments with me for no reason and creating problems that aren't there because you don't love yourself. Go heal. Cut. If you don't know how to apologize, cut. And if you act helpless as soon as you get around me, cut. You are still an adult. I know you're my baby. I know you're a princess, but you're not helpless. Don't act helpless. Cut.
Na 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 na. Plug the plumber, baby. Na 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 na. Plug the plumber, baby.
Sis, can I share something with you? It's going to be a hard truth, but you need to hear it. You're not a good wife. Most of the time, you're not even a good person. How do I know? Because you have been giving your husband nothing but stress, complaints, arguments, attitude, disrespect, a lack of submission for the entirety of your marriage. Yet the first thing that you want to say is, I know I'm a good woman. I know I'm a good wife. I cook, I clean, I take care of these kids. He can't get a better woman than this. Well, actually, sis, he can get a lot better woman than that. He just chooses to stay because he loves you and he wants to keep his family together. But he's getting tired. Ladies, one of the things that the Word of God says to judge ourselves by ourselves is not wisdom. Another translation calls it delusions. And a lot of you are deluded into believing that you're a great wife, though you've never asked your husband. And even when he tries to tell you the issues that he has with you, you tell him he doesn't know you and that he's just controlling or he's just trying to tear you down and put you down. But the reality is it's true. Your attitude sucks. You don't follow God's word. You're not submitted, and you refuse to own up to the fact that your behavior has caused your marriage to get to the place where it is now. One of the things we have to do as women is do a self-assessment. And in that self-assessment, we have to ask ourselves, if I'm doing so wonderfully, why is my husband always upset with me? If I'm such a great wife, why can't we get along? Why are we always arguing? And you have to get to a place that you don't place blame on another person. You cannot judge yourself by yourself. If your only estimation of who you are as a wife and as a person comes from you, you are delusional. Remember that today and carry on.
And modern women need to learn how to carry themselves. They have no clue how to do it, and they don't want to know. See, a woman, you can put out a public service announcement. You can try to put out a bulletin. It don't matter. Modern women are not going to listen. Yeah, women out here saying, listen, men watch the things a woman does unconsciously to determine if she's a wife. That means I'm observing you in your element. You talk about, we're going to go see, we're going to go to a restaurant. You're not taking me to coffee. I remember one woman saying that, you're not taking me to coffee. We're going to go to a restaurant. We're going to see your manners. We're going to see how you treat the waiter and the server and all these other things. We're going to see your table manners, your etiquette, and all that stuff. And that man has been listening to you. He planned a date and just sit back and watch. Sit back and listen. And then when Friday come around, you've been doing all that yapping all week long. Yeah, I'm this, da. And about, really honestly and truly, Thursday come around. Hey, wanted to be upfront and honest with you. I don't know if it's going to work out between us. I've been having a nice time talking to you, but I see us just better off as friends. And then that's cue the crash out on TikTok. Oh man, he went, But you was running your mouth and you was doing things that man saw you doing. You didn't even know you was doing. And he determined, nah, this one's not for me. Oh, he didn't like a challenge. I'm a strong, independent woman. He intimidated. He can't handle. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't. And I'm not going to either.